Everything Now, an interactive comedy show on Twitch where you, the viewers, are in control, featuring special guests from all over the Twitch community and the Los Angeles comedy scene. Enter a variety of wild scenarios with colorful characters and help steer the story in whatever direction you want. You can vote in polls to make choices, submit images over Twitter and Discord. You can pay to play sound effects.
Road end in 100 feet.
What the f***?
It's your show too, friend. Hop on in and experience everything now.
All rise! Quiet in the court! All rise for the Honorable me, Judge Learned Hand. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm loving the tie, Judge.
Thank you. I figured, it's a job. I should look professional. Maybe I'll finally command some of the goddamn respect that I deserve in this here, the sanctity of this court of law. So, welcome. If you're new here, my name, of course, is the Honorable Judge Learned Hand. And if you're joining us tonight in the chat, you will be tonight's jurors. Yes, we've got a whole cavalcade of criminals, or should I say alleged criminals, who will be taking the defendant's stand tonight. And it will be up to you, our jurors in the chat, to decide whether or not they're guilty or not. Now, there are a number of ways that you can help suss out whether or not these alleged criminals are guilty. Of course, you can help me ask questions and we'll try to get to the bottom of the case, but you'll notice there are a few other ways that you can affect tonight's proceedings. In the bottom left corner of the screen, for $5, if you donate $5 at any point this evening, you can call a witness to the stand. You can name whoever you want to call to the stand. Ideally, it's somebody related to the crime in some way. That always makes things easier for us. But of course, it could be a total non sequitur, fictional character, historic figure, whoever you want. Tell us who you want. We'll put them on the stand, ask them some questions about the case. If you subscribe this evening at any point, you can submit written testimony, and we will display it here in the courtroom. Let's have a look. Insert silly remark about his mustache here. That was submitted by I Fight For Them during our last proceedings. An integral piece. Oh! Something happened there. That's fine. There it is. Boomer judge again. Not me. No, I'm a millennial judge. Thank you very much. And I didn't have my avocado toast today, so you all better be on your best behavior. Now listen up. If we get 20 subscriptions at any point during tonight's proceedings, we'll head on down to the police department for some firearm training, some much needed firearm training. The boys in blue, oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, starting off strong. Just a tiny taste. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. We're already a quarter of the way there. If we get 20 subs tonight, we'll head down to the police station for some firearm training to make sure that our boys in blue are prepared for any potential dangerous situation that they might encounter. And they'll need your help with that. Of course, if you join the Discord, the Everything Now Show Discord, which I highly encourage, you can submit images that we will use as evidence in tonight's proceedings. Let's have a look. Can I, bailiff, am I able to show some evidence that won't spoil anything? I'm just gonna do it.
Go ahead.
Great. That's really good. That, I'm sure, was very useful in the last trial that we had. Images like that. And if you'd like to submit your own image to be used as evidence in tonight's proceedings, please join the Everything Now Show Discord. Submit images. You can do it live right now. We might use your image as an integral piece of one of tonight's proceedings. That's pretty much the gist of it. You guys get the idea. We got a lot of cases to get to tonight, so we should probably start that up right now. So what I need from you is a reminder of what this first defendant stands accused of. Does anybody in the chat remember what this first defendant... Oh, sound alerts. Well, the sound alerts is only 2. You can object to things. I get to decide whether or not those matter. And you can use the sound alerts to trigger visual evidence in the Discord. So if you click the sound alerts, and the sound alerts are no longer in the panels down below. They're on the screen. I don't know if that means anything to any of you, but if you're watching on your desktop, overruled. You can't object to where the sound alerts are. We can't change that. But they're on the screen in the video box. You'll figure it out. I don't have to explain these things to you. We need to know what this first defendant stands accused of. I'm seeing some reminders here in the chat. Loving his shoes too much. Eating a pizza backwards, crust first. I think we've done that one, and it might be, let's see.
On the nose.
Little on the nose, potentially. Kissed a police officer. Giving out a little kiss. Okay, a lot of kissing crimes. I think there's something that's pretty good. Yes, maybe our special victims unit will have something to say about giving out a little kiss. Yes, giving out a little kiss is a high crime here in the Everything Now jurisdiction. And this defendant stands accused of just that, giving out a little kiss. Of course, giving out a big smooch is fine, but a little kiss, come on. If you're gonna do it, commit. So folks, we're gonna need your help deciding whether or not this defendant is guilty of the high crime of giving out a little kiss. Defendant, please take the stand and state your name for the record.
Well, Judge. Looks like you and I meet again. Time to cross swords. Coy George and Learned Hand, Judge Learned Hand, back at it. Another fine tete-a-tete for two long-standing enemies.
I
Hello.
frankly barely remember you, sir. You were in this court before? Wait, you're the guy who called me a little baby piss boy or something.
Oh, that's all you remember, Judge?
I remember
all
that.
that time we spent on the lawyering circuit. You just forgot that? You flew right out to Coop there, huh? Boy!
I don't remember my days as an attorney. I've been a judge for years now.
Hey, give us a little kiss.
Oh,
Now, you tried to give me...
you almost got him.
Now.
You almost
got
settle
it,
down
no.
now.
I only plant big fat ones right on the lips.
Only big fat ones, you
big
say.
old smooches, I plant them right there on the kisser. Mwah, right there.
Well, we will be the judge of that, Mr. George. Now, Mr. George, you understand you stand accused of giving a little smooch. Could you maybe...
You go ahead and call me Coy. You called me Coy back when we were in Des Moines, and you don't gave me a hickey during the trial. Remember that?
Well,
Remember what you said? Remember when you said
that,
this defendant's never gonna get off if I give his lawyer a hickey? Remember that?
That's hearsay, Mr. Coy, but we do have some visual evidence
just Coy.
here.
You can just call me Coy.
All right, Coy, we've got some visual evidence here that we're going to pull up. Let's have a look and see if that helps illuminate some of the details of this trial.
Go ahead, pull it up.
The King of Foreskins.
Ah, yes,
this
indeed,
seems to be
yes,
some kind of
indeed.
guy gathering up.
He seems to be dressed
loose
more like a
foreskins.
Roman emperor, but we'll let that slide for today. I done submitted that evidence because you remember back when you and I was doing lawyering in Kennebunkport when we were on the traveling lawyering circuit. We were
Do you just correct yourself
So
and say
yeah.
it more wrong?
more wrong. Now who's talking funny, Judge? More wrong. That's grammatically a
Wronger?
mess. That's a grammatical disaster. What you just said, Judge.
Okay,
Embarrassing
I'm
for
not
you.
the one on trial here, sir.
I remember when you were just a lawyer like me, and we would cross swords in the courtroom, and you were a good, honest man. Now you're too big for your britches.
Coy, don't try to divert from the evidence. Tell us about the foreskins.
When you and I was doing lawyering in Kennebunkport, and the Bush family was suing Bush Beans over the fact that George got circumcised. All right, now bring out Kevin Spacey to the stand.
We are going to bring
Perfect.
Kevin Spacey
Great. Why would we
to
do
the
that?
witness stand.
Okay, we should maybe it's a different kind of Kevin Spacey.
It could just be a different guy named Kevin Spacey.
We've
It's
done
hard
that.
to know.
I feel like people have done that before. Sure, but yeah, you can come on.
Take the witness stand, Mr. Spacey. Prepare yourself. Do whatever you need to do. Coy, so you know Mr. Spacey?
Yeah, I do, I guess. Yeah, well, you see, Judge, I forgot to mention this to you. I changed my clientele up just a little bit. I now am a lawyer who specializes in working with persons who have an IMDb star rating between 10,000 and 20,000 who also are restaurateurs.
Wow, that is extremely specific. Mr. Spacey,
I have exactly 126 clients.
that's way more than I would have thought. Mr. Spacey, I think we are ready to get your testimony. If you wouldn't mind,
I represented him.
Mr. Coy,
Okay,
please.
He runs a Planet Hollywood in Pacoima, and so
If he wants to share that information, he's well able to do so, Mr. Coy. Now,
All
Mr.
right.
Spacey, please state your name for the record.
All right, name's Kevin Spacey.
Oh my God.
I'm not an Oscar actor. And
Do we have the mic up on Mr. Spacey?
I'm not an Oscar actor, and I run a Planet Hollywood in Pocoimla.
Mr. Spacey, did you bring that firearm into our courtroom?
Hey, it got through. The
All right.
rules are, if it gets through, you can bring it in.
Those are.
there, Judge.
It's true,
He did
Judge.
not get me there, bailiff.
Judge, it's true. If you can get it in, you can keep it in. That's the rule. That's the rule, Judge.
And that's what happened when he gave me a little kiss.
Now,
Wait a minute. Did you just say he gave you a little kiss?
Kevin, what the fuck did we talk about?
I
did we
don't know.
talk
What did we talk about? I think what we talked about is you were going to give me a one-way ticket to Hollywood, be the new Kevin Spacey. There's a void in Hollywood for Kevin Spaceys.
This
And
is very
I'm supposed to be
interesting.
the new one.
Judge. Okay, well,
Now, someone is objecting, and I agree. Things are getting a little heated in here. If we could please keep decorum. Now, Mr. Spacey, if you wouldn't mind, please tell us a little bit about this interaction that you're describing. Okay, please. You don't have to. Please don't point the gun at me or anybody.
Oh, sorry. Well, what happened was I was working the kitchen at the Planet Hollywood in Pukoima, and I was flipping some chicken tenders, and into the kitchen walks, let's just say, a gentleman with a khaki jacket, and he promised me big hopes and dreams.
It's a
in
tan
Hollywood.
jacket, Your Honor. I think everyone sees this. I think we can all agree this is a tan suit jacket from 1972. Okay.
All right, Mr. Spacey, please.
All
right. Yes.
I understand. I don't know if it's a nervous tick or something. Would it help to maybe set the firearm down?
I will not. I will not drop this.
Damn right!
All right, we have some pro Second Amendment people here tonight, and a giant black bar keeps appearing on the screen. I don't know why that is, but Kevin Spacey 2. Okay, this seems to be, I guess, somebody who's trying to take the role of Kevin Spacey, the former, I guess, disgraced actor. Is that an accurate description, Mr. Spacey?
Yes, well, I grew up with big hopes and dreams. And, I didn't get to choose the name I was born with. And when you grow up with big hopes and dreams with the name of Kevin Spacey, you think maybe, one day they might need a new one. Maybe the old Kevin Spacey might die. Maybe the old Kevin Spacey might disappear. And you know what? It just goes to show you that can happen, and it did happen. So Hollywood needs a new Kevin Spacey. And I was promised a lot of things that I haven't gotten yet, have I, Mr. Piss-colored jacket?
Judge, jury, members of the court, I'd just like to say for the record, this man wanted to open a Hard Rock Cafe. He wanted to open a Hard Rock Cafe, and all he could do was open a Planet Hollywood.
All right, shut up, Mr. Coy. We've got a question from a juror. How good were the chicken tenders, Mr. Spacey?
Oh, I tell you what, there's only one thing better than my acting abilities, and it's my chicken tenders. And
Wow.
that's something I will take. I'll take that to the fucking grave with me.
Big pop from the courtroom for that. All right, Mr. Spacey, I think you're free to go. We've got everything we need from you. You're free to leave the defendant's stand.
Very interesting that he would decide to point the gun at the persons who was clapping for him. I think that's a sort of a weird sort of decision to be antagonistic when they were supporting him. But
To
listen
me, it didn't seem like it was even intentional. It felt like, whoa, and just another subscription. Thank you so much,
sort of
Alchemist.
like a nervous tick, you'd say, Judge. Is that
Something
right?
like that. That's
Well-
right. Alchemist, let us know if you want to submit some written testimony in tonight's proceedings. And also, I think, who was it? Tiny Taste or somebody who donated the $5 earlier? If we have written testimony from them, we'll take a look at that as well. All right, as you were saying, Mr. Coy.
So we can go ahead and put it up to a poll, I think, shortly after this. But what I'm gonna say to you, Judge, is just to clarify, he was a jilted person. He was trying to open himself a much nicer chain Hollywood entertainment themed bistro and dining experience and storefront. And he didn't get the one that he wanted, and so he's an embittered man. So when I planted a big old smooch on his kisser, he decided that he would take it out on me by saying I just gave him a little smooch, a little tiny kiss. When in truth, it was a sloppy little thing we did. You would know, Judge. Remember that time we was working in Tempe, Arizona?
All right, we don't have to get into hearsay, Coy. So you're claiming that this is a situation where you're being framed, if I understand that correctly.
Sure, I'm being framed.
Well, we do have a couple of questions here from some of our jurors, and then we will put it to a poll to decide your fate. One question here, Mr.
Scott.
George, if you had a little kitty, just an itty bitty kitty, what kind of kiss would you give them?
I would do something maybe that the jury would find a little untoward.
And what's that?
I'd start licking it.
You do what?
I'd start bathing it like a cat would another cat.
That's really fucking
It's a
gross.
southern thing.
Not
It's a
illegal,
southern
but
thing.
really disgusting.
It's a southern thing. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Everybody does that. South of the Mason-Dixon line.
All right. Well, I feel just about ready to prepare this poll. Bailiff, if you wouldn't
I just
mind.
want one more thing. I noticed that one of the jurors, Scott with too many T's, asked if I'd ever killed a mockingbird. My answer to that is fuck you. Fuck you.
Really bold choice to start cussing out the jurors who are currently voting to determine your fate, Mr. Coy.
Oh, it's a smart move? Well, then give me a second. Hold on. Fuck you. Fuck you. Eat shit. Fuck you. You look dumb. You look like a fucking idiot.
What about
Judge,
me? Do him.
he's okay. I don't mind him too bad. He's all right.
All right, we can close out this poll. Mr. Coy, it appears that our jurors have decided to find you, and thank you for that subscription, guilty as charged. And let's close out that poll. Okay, whoa.
He's got a gun!
Bailiff, what the fuck, man? Can we get somebody out here to take care of that?
I done snuck it in, so I won't worry too much about it. I think it's in the Constitution.
Give us another kiss.
You want me to judge? Can
No, you're not kissing me, Coy. You're going straight to, well, potentially jail. Jurors in the chat,
Oh,
now we
now,
have to decide.
Judge, hold on a second. Judge, hold on a second. What's that on your shirt?
Oh, what the fuck? How did you do that? Jesus
Got a kiss!
Christ. All right,
Shouldn't have
jurors.
looked at your shirt, dumbass.
Jurors, please tell me what this guy's
Fucking idiot.
punishment is. He was found guilty. Now we need to decide what his punishment is. Please, let's get this guy out of here quickly. Licked by cats. He seems kind of like into that. So
That would
maybe
get me
doesn't
off.
work.
That would get me off, jury.
Liposuction. Has to talk normal. Yes. That's right. That's exactly right, Juror Sadville. He has to talk normal. Coy, you're sentenced to 1 year of talking like a normal fucking guy.
Ah, son of a bitch.
No.
I'm gonna
Normal.
blow my fucking head
No.
off.
That is not normal. Talk normal.
That's like Walter Brennan or something.
Judge, remember when we were in Tempe, Arizona?
We got his fucking ass. Get out of here, Coy.
Remember when we were doing the Paul Newman lawsuit and they said they had to bring in a race car as evidence and you said, I don't see race, and the jury laughed so fucking hard that they had to do a mistrial? Remember
That's
that?
hearsay. Never happened. Get out of here.
Okay. I hate you.
Folks, that's justice. That's the beauty of the long arm of the law, reaching out and grabbing a guilty man and making him reckon with his crimes. Thank you for that, jurors. As you'll notice, we've had a few subscriptions tonight. No written testimony yet. Not sure what that's about. If you subscribe tonight, I'll remind you. Thank you. Yes. Ed, just doing my job. If you subscribe tonight, you can submit written evidence. Please, quiet in the court. Decorum. If you subscribe tonight, you can submit written evidence. I know we've already had a handful of subscriptions and no written evidence. Please let us know if you want to submit evidence. It could make or break somebody's case. We're also now only 14 subscriptions away from doing some much needed firearm training with the Everything Now Police Department. So keep that in mind. But now it's time for another crime. Oh, we've got a little bit late, but we are going to see what the written testimony was for that last crime.
Sorry, Dad. Judge.
Weirdest Airbnb I ever booked. Okay, this seems to be somebody who's confused about where they are. This is not, are you living here? You can't live here. This is a court. It is technically public space, but not for like living. Are you paying someone for the Airbnb? All right. Folks, we need another crime. This next defendant stands accused of a crime. I seem to have lost the docket here, and so if you wouldn't mind letting us know what this next defendant stands accused of. If we get 14 more subscriptions, we will do some much needed firearm training with the Everything Now Police Department. Stealing comic books. Putting their elbows on the table. Ate Chick-fil-A on Sunday. Heavy metal before noon. Rubbin' rocks. Rubbin' rocks. That's interesting. From juror Kyle Health. Dyed hair to blonde. Being a real downer. Robbing a preschool. Bedophilia? Is that like being attracted to beds? Yumming people's yuck. Weak looking ankles. Boofing. Pumpkin spice liquor. Hated a McRib. Tried to refund a cremation. Doesn't put the cart back at the grocery store. I think we've actually done that one. I think we're gonna take rubbing rocks from juror Kyle Helf. Yes, in our jurisdiction, you're allowed to stack rocks. You're allowed to toss rocks. You're even allowed to kick rocks. But if we catch you rubbing rocks, well, you're gonna be rubbing the inside of a cell wall soon enough. Yeah, thank you. I just came up with that. I just came up with that right now. You're gonna be rubbing rocks. You're gonna be whatever I said. It was good the first time. Listen, this next defendant stands accused of rubbing rocks, and we're gonna find out whether or not they're guilty of that crime. Defendant, please take your place at the podium and state your name for the record.
What?
Defendant, yes, I'm right in front of you, defendant.
Hi,
Hi, what's your name?
my name is Percy.
Percy. And your last name, Percy?
I don't have one.
One name only, like Madonna. Percy, I can't help but notice you seem to be wearing a dress covered in blood.
That's what you think.
Am I mistaken?
Maybe.
Okay, this is not the time to play coy, Percy.
Is it? Is it or is it not?
It's not.
That's what you think.
Okay, all right, we've got a wily one at the stand. Now, Percy, you don't stand accused of any violent crimes right now, so the blood
That's what you think.
Okay, did you commit a violent crime, Percy?
Maybe I rubbed rocks or something.
Okay, you don't have to incriminate yourself here. Wait, you said you maybe rubbed rocks?
Hey, you're the one that said it wasn't a crime.
No, it is a crime to rub rocks.
Is it?
It is.
That's what you think.
Yes, that's what I know. I'm the judge.
That's what you think.
Percy,
Yes, sir.
what's your experience with rocks?
Oh, haha. I got all kinds of experience rubbing rocks, but guess what? You gotta pay to hear more.
No, I can't. You don't have to pay to hear more. We do have some evidence here, Percy, some visual evidence that might help us move things along here. Let's have a look.
I've never met that man.
Well, then why was it submitted as evidence, Percy?
You
now,
tell
who
me.
is this?
That's my uncle.
That's your uncle.
You gotta pay to play.
Do not reveal yourself in my courtroom, Percy.
That's what you think.
No. Please keep your bloody dress on, Percy.
Is it blood?
Someone is objecting, and I agree. I object to your disrobing, Percy. Please, let's have some decorum in the court. Now, your uncle, it seemed like he was at a beach or something. Might be a place to find some rocks, am I wrong?
Could be a place you could find rocks. Could be a place you could find rocks.
That's right. And now, were you at the beach with your uncle?
I don't know. You tell me.
I can't tell you, Percy. You have to tell me. That's how this works.
Why don't you tell me something instead of just over there moving your lips like a damn asshole?
Well, hold on now. You will respect this high court, Percy.
I respect something.
What do you respect?
You tell me.
Okay, god damn it. We're not getting anywhere with you, Percy. Stop doing that.
Sorry.
Now, Percy,
Yes, ma'am.
please, my pronouns are he, him. I am Honorable Lud, fuck. Now you got me confused.
Your ass, Judge.
My pronouns are yes, please.
Okay, come on. That's really funny. Percy,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna paint a hypothetical picture for you. You tell me whether we're maybe hot or cold here.
I like hyperflaticals.
Perfect. We're at the beach. Not me, you. You and your uncle are at the beach.
I love it.
Okay, great. You guys are playing in the water. It's
Fucking hot.
It's hot. You
No,
decide.
it is hot. That's really hot playing in the water with my uncle.
Well, maybe that's why you go in the water to cool off.
Whose blood is it?
So it is blood on your dress.
Maybe.
Okay, we can't get distracted by the blood right now. You're at the beach. You come out of the water. Oh, a couple of nice smooth rocks on the beach shore.
Ooh, does that get you horny?
No. No, it does not get me horny. In fact, it gets me quite nervous that someone might be about to break a law.
Don't kink shame, Judge.
Yeah, don't kink check my Rob Ruckin.
What?
Don't kink shing my Rob Ruckin. Rob,
Judge, I'm edging right now, Judge.
All right, please.
I'm just trying to get the boys going.
Percy,
Yes, ma'am.
You will not be able to seduce me, all right? I've lost my
I
libido
think I
years
already
ago.
have, your
No.
honors.
I would, honestly, it would be a miracle if I were able to get hard in just about any context.
That's
Now-
not what I'm seeing.
Okay, Percy. Now we've got some more visual evidence here, and I'm praying that this will help us move the case forward a little bit. Let's have a look. And now, who is this?
That's my cousin.
That's your cousin?
That's my cousin Crescent.
Your cousin Crescent.
Yeah, because his beard looks like a crescent moon.
I noticed that. He kind of looks like Mac tonight.
I want to get this dress off, don't you?
I would rather you keep it on. And can you take one step to your left so that your arm doesn't get chopped
Oh,
off?
yeah.
Perfect. Now, Percy.
Hey, who's promoting OnlyRocks.com?
No, we can't promote things in this court. This is not a place for plugs,
I'm a
Percy.
subscriber.
You're a subscriber to Percy's Only Rocks
Yeah.
page? No! No!
Your Honor, they've got nips!
No!
I'm just trying
No,
to live my
Percy.
truth.
All right, well, you can live it outside of this courtroom, Percy. Now, jurors, do any of our jurors in the chat have any questions for Percy that might help us move this thing along a
Do we
little
have
bit?
a witness?
That would be great. If we could get maybe Crescent or Uncle from the beach or somebody who knows what the fuck happened, that would be great. But in the meantime, we've got some questions here from some of our jurors. Here's one. Okay, this is more of a statement from a juror. You could cut rocks with those nips.
If you fall, I will rub you. I'll be rubbing rocks all the time.
Okay, that is very beautiful.
Thank you.
Mother Nipple Bottle, thank you for the subscription. Please, if you wouldn't mind, giving us some written testimony that can help
Somebody
us.
wants to see
going on.
rock pics. I got some really good rock pics. Who wants some?
Unless they're appropriate for the workplace, we're going to have to decline that. Now, here's a question from a juror.
Yummy.
What does it cost to get your rocks rubbed?
Well, it depends on how hard the rock is.
Are you trapped in your dress?
Yeah.
Percy? Do you need the bailiff to come help you out of your dress?
No, this is how I'm gonna be now.
You want to be like that.
Do we have a witness?
We don't have a witness. It really is unfortunate. It would be great if we did.
Got some written testimony for you.
We
Judge.
do great. We've got some written testimony here. I'm hoping this will help us out.
Beautiful.
I like a witness.
I saw the defendant rub rocks together to create a spark. Aha! Okay. Finally, some damning evidence. Now, what say you to this witness who's written that? And thank you for the 500 bits. We'll count that as a $5 donation. So, Sentinel, if you want to bring a witness to the stand, let us know who that is. What do you say, Percy, to the accusation that someone saw you rubbing rocks together to create a spark?
Okay.
Whoops.
I can't help it if my kink is rubbing rocks and
Take one step to your left for me.
Don't tell me
Percy.
where to stand. I can't help it if my kink is rubbing rocks. Right, everybody? Right. Thank you. And then sometimes when you rub rocks, sparks happen. Things shoot out of them. You can't be responsible and you can't be blamed for what happens when you rub rocks.
Okay, careful now.
I almost said it.
Careful now, Percy.
Got another bit of written testimony for you, Judge.
Excellent. We've got some more written testimony. Let's have a look at that. I saw him stealing rocks and running with a Slurpee.
That was me for sure.
Okay, you're taking credit for that one?
I can't get this dress off.
You don't need to, and in fact, I'd much prefer that you not.
That's not what you said earlier.
No. Percy, no. 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 Stop. Okay.
Okay.
It is illegal to rub rocks. Unfortunately, it is not illegal to run with rocks, which is what that witness did say.
Then what am I even doing here?
I wish I knew, Percy. I wish I could figure
You know
it
I'm on
out.
the rock. I'm on the clock right now.
You're on the rock or on
I'm
the
on
clock?
the clock right now.
What do you do for a living, Percy?
I work down at the Michaels.
You work at Michael's?
Yeah.
And what do you do at Michael's?
Is Michael's the place where you sell clothes, or is Michael the place where they sell yarn?
It's like craft supplies.
I sell the yarn.
You sell, okay.
I sell the yarn at
you
Michael's.
had to ask me?
I'm the yarn girl.
All right, we have a witness on the stand.
Sexy.
Who is the witness?
It's Rocky Pajarito.
Okay, we've got Rocky Pajarito
Only
on
took
the
about
stand.
30 minutes to get super meta with this stupid shit.
Excellent. Very good. All right, witness, if you wouldn't mind stating your name for the record and telling us a little bit about why you're here.
Your name for the record.
Okay.
That was funny.
No, it was not. Rocky,
Okay, I jest. Hi, I'm Rocky Pajarito. I co-created Everything Now Show. I'm here. I feel like we're being on trial for our sexual truth, okay?
That is not the case.
That's exactly what it is. This is discriminatory, and somebody clip this and send it immediately to Associated Press.
Do not do that.
HuffPo, Vice, MSNBC, Rachel
Name 4
Maddow.
It's a Ray.
Issa Rae,
Rachel Maddow's gonna make a fucking meal out of this.
2 dope queens. Send it to everybody. Everybody you know.
All right, Mr. Pajarito, please, if you wouldn't mind, do you know this defendant?
More than you'll ever know.
Okay. I don't doubt that because I feel like I know less now about this defendant than I did when we... Stop it! Stop it!
Usually you gotta pay for that kind of action.
Yeah, I'm giving you guys a show. Take it.
It's true. You should be thankful.
Mr. Pajarito, how do you know the defendant?
I've spent $3 million on their Only Rocks page.
You spent $3 million.
Yeah.
How do you rack up $3 million on an Only Rocks page?
Our Twitch show.
It's mostly the Twitch money. All the money that comes from Everything Now goes immediately into Percy's.
No, I'm not saying
Only
where'd
Rocks.
you get the money from. I'm saying what did you spend $3 million on?
The content.
Yeah, rock picks.
Rock picks?
Mostly rock picks.
Is that so shocking?
Rock touching, rock licking, rock tasting.
Rock rubbing?
Wow, I mean, it's 2023, so I guess we're a little more liberal about these kinds of things, but yeah, some people are into rock.
We got her ass. We fucking got her ass.
Prove it.
He just said you rock rubbed.
Should I pull some videos up on it? It's
Show them.
it's
Yeah,
really
show them. They're
sexy.
good. They're
You're-
good clips.
No, we can't show that on camera. Mr. Pajarito, you're free to go. Percy,
What?
you stay in your dress, please.
I can't.
You can't. You have to.
I have to take it off.
What's happening behind that podium, Percy?
I'll tell you what's happening. I'm cooking up some fresh content for my Only Rocks page, and everybody that signs up today gets 3 rocks off.
I'm pulling up-
Wait, you pay in rocks too?
You can pay in rocks, you can pay in monies too, but I prefer rocks.
The conversion of money to rocks is very complicated. You have to go through several different, like pesos to.
All right,
Russian
somebody
bars.
objected to that. Mr. Rocky, you are excused from the witness stand.
I
Thank
was
you.
pulling up a video.
We-
Stalactites in my tights.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, an easy way to remember what a stalactite is because it hangs onto the roof real tight.
Okay. Thank you for the 10 bits, Alchemist. Percy.
Yes, ma'am.
God damn it! You can't. You can't not wear a shirt in the courthouse, Percy.
Don't act like you don't want a free subscription.
I don't want a free subscription. I don't want a paid subscription. I don't want to see any
I
of this. We
think-
gotta get the poll up.
I actually think you're already a subscriber, and maybe you're the one at fault here.
No. You are mistaken, Percy. Now, if we're gonna prepare a poll here for our jurors. In the meantime, jurors, if you have any last-minute questions for Percy, now's the time to ask them.
Get your rocks off on my Rocks Only page.
No, you can't use this time to advertise your own.
I can use this time for what I want.
Okay.
Captain.
Bailiff, can we get that poll up?
Yeah.
All right, here's
Sorry,
some
clean it up.
questions.
Trying to do a different thing.
Here's some questions for Percy in the meantime. How much for more nips? No.
You get more. You get all this and more on my Only Rocks page.
Okay. What's the best type of rock for rubbing?
The ones with the smooth ones. That's a dumb fucking question.
Okay, you're incriminating yourself by even answering that question, Percy. Do you understand? You're
I
accused of
think,
rubbing rocks.
here's the truth of what I think. You want a real testimony? Here's how it goes. I don't think it's a fucking crime to rub rocks. I think that Your Honor gets his rocks off on my Rubbin' Rocks page. And so he brought me in here to get his little kink rubbed. And he's going to use all this footage later in the bedroom with his wife because he's miserable with her. And that's a hot drop rock.
Hypocrite.
Just because I'm miserable with my wife doesn't mean that I jerk off to your rock videos, Percy.
Oh, is it?
I wish I could jerk off to just about anything, but like I said, I can't get hard. Now,
Is it Tenderfoot 27?
Shut up. That's hearsay. Nobody heard that.
I heard him say it. That's hearsay to me.
Close the poll.
How is that for testimony?
Close the poll.
I win!
No. Percy,
I won!
Thank you.
No.
I lost some. Oh shit, my
The
hands.
jurors have voted, and they have determined that you are guilty of the crime of rubbing rocks, Percy.
Great. I'll see you guys next time.
Hold on, we have to decide your punishment.
Oh, I bet you'd like that.
Jurors, what are we doing to punish Percy? And please, nothing that's gonna get her off.
A little smooch.
No, we cannot punish somebody with another crime. Death? Okay, that's
Yeah, kill me. I'm excited.
Forced to wear clothes. That would be good.
Stone me.
Murder is a crime, but the state does it when they find someone guilty.
I
If
guess that's
smooching is a
true.
crime, maybe a little smooch is what is fitting here.
I don't know if that's the case in this particular situation. No, hey! If you're gonna do that, crouch down.
Give me a little smooch.
I'm not gonna...
Your Honor, they're right behind you.
Give me a little smooch. That's what you called me here for.
Alright, will this be a punishment for you? Will you be upset if this happens?
Sure, it's a real punishment for me.
Are you being facetious, or is this gonna be a punishment to stop you from rubbing rocks again?
I'll never do it ever again until the next time you bring me in here. You're welcome. Bye, everybody.
I better not see you back in here, Percy. I better not see you back in this courtroom. I mean it.
The system works.
The system works. Justice has been served. Sometimes you gotta do it to them. Folks, 2 guilty defendants in a row. It seems like we're really taking these criminals off the streets. Good work.
Crushing it.
Just to remind everybody, my name is Judge Learned at Hand. Tonight, you, our viewers in the chat, will be our jurors as a cavalcade of potential alleged criminals take the stand. It'll be up to you to decide whether or not they're guilty, but you can also affect tonight's proceedings in a number of ways. For $5 or 500 bits, you can call a witness to the stand. We had Kevin Spacey and Everything Now Show's Rocky Pajarito so far. I would love to get somebody potentially related to the case on the next one. For a subscription, you can submit written testimony. We've had some wonderful written testimony already this evening. If you subscribe, we'll show some more written testimony. Just write it in the chat. We'll pull it up on stream for the entire courtroom to see. And of course, we're now only 13 subscriptions, a mere 13 subscriptions away from heading over to the Everything Now Police Department for some critically needed firearms training. Our boys in blue need to be trained to use their weapons. And for 13 more subscriptions, we'll head over there. We'll do some firearm training. I think it'll be well worth all of our time. So keep that in mind. But now, of course, it's time to bring the next defendant out, and we have to figure out what they stand accused of. So, please, if you wouldn't mind, jurors in the chat, remind me of what this next defendant is allegedly accused of. Accused of flying too close to the sun. Took too many extra free napkins from McDonald's at lunch today. Wiping with their hand. Ew. Taking a penny from the take a penny, leave a penny. Recobbing corn.
Disgusting.
Too much sunscreen. Triple dipping. A dastardly crime. Double dipping, I think, is already a misdemeanor. But in this jurisdiction, triple dipping, well, that's a felony. And so this next defendant stands accused of this high crime, but it'll be up to you, jurors, to decide whether or not they're guilty or not. Defendant, please take the stand and state your name for the record.
My name is Tuck Fuckman, and the only thing I'm guilty of is being a victim.
And take a step to your left, maybe, so we can see what you're wearing.
Okay, so this is my right.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm not wearing anything. Judge, this is my body. I'm
ketchup.
I'm a cylinder of ketchup, Your Honor.
All right. Interesting. And your name is?
My name is Tuck Fuckman, Your Honor.
Tuck Fuck. You're not like Heinz something.
Honestly, that's essentially using a slur against me and my family.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So you prefer to go by Mr. Fuckman?
Professor Fuckman would be cool because I'm a professor of studies, okay?
Professor of studies. Professor Fuckman, do you understand the crime that you stand accused of today?
Yeah, I got accused of triple dipping, which... First of all, on my way in here, I got tiny kissed by a guy with foghorn leghorn accent.
Okay, so he did... we got him, by the way. He was coming in here, and we made him talk with a normal voice.
Thank Christ.
Yeah.
Thank Christ he has to talk... Because honestly, after I sustained this, the worst part was the accent.
Yeah, I think we're all in agreement on that, Professor Fuckman. Excuse me.
Thank you so much.
Now, Professor Fuckman, you stand accused of triple dipping. I feel like we need a little bit more context here. Can you tell us a little bit about situations in where there might be other sauces around to be dipped?
So, I live my life sauce heavy. I think that's okay to say. My wife is ranch.
You're married to ranch?
I'm married to ranch, yes.
Hidden Valley?
Again, when you use brands, that's a microaggression.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't have a lot of condiment friends.
Because I don't know if you see this. Can I get a tight zoom? Look at this. I'm just savory and zesty, okay?
And those are just descriptors. That's not like the brand.
Yeah, I don't go, you're fucking John Adams or whatever. I assume a different judge.
I am. I'm Judge Learned Hand.
So if I just start calling you John Adams all the time, it's profiling.
That would be very disrespectful. You're right. I understand now. And thank you for educating me, Professor Fuckman.
Thank you so much. I'm a professor of studies. I'll be honest with you. Me and my wife swing. Okay, me and my wife, we dip. I would say we double dip.
Okay, that is a misdemeanor.
Let me finish. Within our marriage, meaning we like to share partners.
All right. Well, if it's consensual double dipping, that changes things. And thank you, Pat, for the subscription. Let us know if you have written testimony. Now, Professor Fuckman, we do have some visual evidence here that I'm hoping might help you tell your story.
Yeah, I'm happy to explain anything, and I'm one of those guys who body cams basically all the time.
Oh, okay. So this visual evidence might be something that you captured on your camera.
I'm almost certain of it. I'm pretty sure I'm the one who submitted it.
Okay, yes, and we have two pieces of visual evidence, so we're going to show those back to back in just a moment here. Bailiff, are we prepared to show the first piece of evidence?
This will exonerate me fully. I'm confident of that.
Let's have a look.
So as you can see here, this is me and a lot of my friends having sex in a big fuck pile.
Okay, because to me it kind of looks like the cast of Family Guy took Ozempic and they're all skinny.
Wow. Wow, that's what it looks like to you? Wow, that's what lovemaking looks like to you? Wow.
To be fair, I haven't had sex in a very long time. My penis no longer gets hard.
How long has it been?
Gosh, I wish I kind of feel like I've lost track at this point.
No, seriously, tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop.
How
long has it been? How long has it been?
Whoa. Professor Fuckman, please, we have to get back on track here. We have another piece of visual testimony.
How long has it been?
Professor Fuckman, please. We have another piece of visual evidence here that I'm hoping will tie this whole thing together. Bailiff, are we ready to show that?
Yes, indeed.
Let's have a look. Now, what is this?
So, what you're seeing here is something that I took from my camera, and this is 4K, okay? So, the No Banana Challenge,
right,
I think clearly exonerates me because you have nothing to dip when you are dip. Feel me?
I guess the second part of your statement sort of made sense. I'm not sure I understand the tie-in with the banana. Can you help me understand what the banana challenge is?
Absolutely. So the banana challenge is how many bananas you can fit inside your mouth, not in your mouth, if you know what I mean. Fit in your body, not in your mouth.
Fit in your body, not in your mouth.
Yeah, that's the one rule, is not in your mouth.
So it's called the No Banana Challenge because no bananas go in your mouth.
Right, and honestly, no one's ever gotten one in any other way.
Interesting. I guess that's probably why it's a challenge.
Because you can try in other different zones, but at the end of the day, it can't be done legally or morally.
And thank you for using the term zones. I think that's probably the best way that we can describe what you're talking about. Thank you.
I'm an educator above all else, Your Honor, and
Professor of Studies.
And just so you know, I'm 100% innocent of this crime. And any of you little motherfuckers in the jury who vote guilty, I'm gonna say this right now, and this isn't meant to be a threat. I'll fucking come to your house and I'll kill you if you vote guilty against me. I just will. And I'm just not trying to be. That's not a threat.
Are you talking about me?
All right, he said it's not a threat. Cameron, thank you so much for your subscription. Let us know if you want to submit some written testimony. We are going to be bringing Colonel Mustard to the stand.
Wait, my uncle's here?
Oh, this is family. Okay, great.
I'm related to him.
Yes, we're going to be bringing Colonel Mustard to the stand. Thank you so much, Anonymous, for the 5 gifted subs.
We have some written testimony.
And we have a lot going on.
So the way gifted subs work is how, again? So someone who isn't paying gets a sub?
Someone, yeah, so basically someone is paying to give a subscription to somebody else.
Fucking socialism.
That's right. That's right. It's fucked up.
That's messed up.
Agreed. Well, thank you so much for whatever socialist fuck was the one who's gifted all those subscriptions. We are going to get written testimony from you. We also, I think, have some written testimony. Are we ready to show that, Bailiff?
So this written testimony...
Whoop, sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is probably an exact quote from someone from my lovemaking key party fuck group.
Ah, okay. Well, that will hopefully really illuminate what is happening here. Let's have... Bailiff, are we prepared to show that written testimony?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Not only did I see them double dip, they did it twice. Not sure the flavor, though. Interesting. Now,
You know what? Again, I feel like I'm not accused of double dipping.
Now, here's the thing, though. If you double dip twice, does that technically constitute a quadruple dip?
No, that's where you'd be wrong, and this is where being an educator helps. It actually acts as a squared. It's a power to the two. When
But
you
isn't
double
2
dip,
to the
it's like a
second
dip.
power still 4?
Yes, in this case it would be. But if you saw the amount of people involved in my fuck pile, you're gonna have to double
Divide-
dip 8 or 9
I see what you're saying.
cylinders
so
of sauce.
you're dividing it by the amount of people in the fuck pile. Am I understanding that right?
No, you're squaring the amount. So 8 squared.
Okay, so it's... I don't even know what the word for that is, but it's 64 times dipping?
That'd be correct.
Jesus Christ.
But I'm not accused of that. I'm accused of triple dipping, and I believe
That would be
I'm
double
innocent
jeopardy.
of that.
All right. Well, we do have your uncle, Colonel Mustard.
Absolutely, he's a member of my fuck squad.
Your uncle is a member of your fuck squad?
Absolutely, he is. And once you see him fuck, you're gonna want him to be a member of yours too.
All right. Mr. Mustard, if you wouldn't mind, please stating your name for the record and explaining why you're here.
All right, I think there's been a misunderstanding, possibly.
He kissed me.
Yeah, it's me, Coy George. I know.
Wait a minute, that's
He
Coy.
kissed
It's
me.
Coy George. The bailiff was about to send me to my jail cell for the night, and he said, come back over here, Colonel Mustard. I think he thought that my suit was mustard colored.
So this
It's
is
clearly
messed
tan.
up.
It-
I feel like he's pulled one over on me, because as you can see, let me get a clip of this. Look at the lip shape, and then can we somehow get
It's
that overlaid
huge.
onto his lips?
I don't know if we have the technology for that.
Well, I'll wait. I'll wait. So here we go. And we'll cut back. See that? You can tell from the shape.
Wow, you're right. It's a dead ringer. Well, what do you have to say to that, Mr. George/Mustard?
Your Honor, I'd like to bring to your attention a concept known as double jeopardy. You can't be tried twice in the same courtroom.
Wait, that's not how that works. That's not what that means.
Wait, what does that mean, Your Honor? I also don't know what that means.
It means you can't be tried for the same crime.
In the same courtroom.
twice.
No,
No, it's not the same courtroom.
In the same courtroom.
crime.
So, Your Honor, may I ask you a question? Because is little smooching a crime?
Yes, little smooching is a crime.
Are we able to play back you little smooching Percy a few moments ago?
Okay, hold on. Now that was in the context
It's almost
of a
like...
punishment.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You're right.
I'm not on trial here. Now,
Judge, I'd like to bring to your attention a concept known as double jeopardy, where if a person is on trial for a crime, the judge is also guilty.
That's
double
true.
jeopardy.
And it also
Yeah.
works to the power of 2.
okay, hold on. We're
there are at least 2 jurors who are also guilty of this crime.
Yeah.
Now I understand that you are a professor of studies,
Yes.
Mr. Professor Fuckman, but I don't know if your legal theory is sound.
Well, you need to tell that to the judge.
I'm the judge.
Judge, I'd like to introduce you to a little concept known as a sounding rod. Are you familiar with this?
All right, we're getting away from the plot.
You stick
here.
the little thing up your wiener.
No, Judge, let him talk.
All right, decorum, order, please. Now I'm gonna give you a chance to say your last words here,
Absolutely, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Coy. No, not you, defendant.
What the fuck?
You're gonna have a moment too in a minute here, but I want to get Mr. Mustard, Colonel Mustard, off the stand. Mr. Mustard, please say whatever it is you have to say, and then get out of here.
One sec, before he does, Your Honor, I have to change battery packs, and I want to make sure, because I don't want you coming back on me saying he didn't say something he said.
Okay, this is all being recorded by our court reporter.
All right, I can get a copy of that?
Judge, you
Yeah.
stop talking. Let him change the battery.
All right, Mustard, say what you got to say.
Let him change the battery, Judge.
He's changing it. Just okay.
He's got to change it.
It's a delicate process.
All right, he's changing the battery.
All right.
Okay.
We're good to go? All right, Mustard, say what you got to say.
Judge, jury, executioner. What is the crime that he's being accused of?
All right, thank you.
Triple
Thank you, Colonel
dipping.
Mustard.
And
Now-
we've mathematically proved I can't do that. Even if I fucked myself, technically that's still only single dipping, Your Honor. Would you agree?
That is an interesting argument. I'll entertain it.
Whoever in the chat said, Your Honor, fuck you.
All right,
I'm gonna
hold on.
mail you
No,
$100.
jurors, please. And one of our jurors did mention that we were supposed to have Colonel Mustard talk normal. That was the whole punishment. What the fuck? What happened?
Yeah, it's almost like the American justice system is flawed, sir.
No, come on. It's working perfectly
Well,
so
Judge,
far.
I don't think that he understood the punishment. I think by talk normal, he thought you meant talk about normal things like sounding rods.
Yeah, I also took it that way, but to the power of 2.
Okay, the math is going over my head.
Jurors who are gonna have to talk about sounding rods now.
I don't think that's the case. Now, listen, we're going to pull up a poll in a moment here, Professor Fuckman, to have our jurors decide whether or not you're guilty of this crime. But I want to give you a moment now to expand on whatever legal argument you want to put forward and take some questions from our jurors. So go ahead.
Absolutely, I'd like it to be known that mathematically we've proven triple dipping is not something that I spunk to, okay? I can double dip a dip twice, okay? Which is, again, we've agreed is about 64 dips or so. All I'm saying is I only subscribe to a unanimous decision, Your Honor. Any split, I'm either all the way guilty or all the way innocent.
Okay, that is not how this works. It's a democracy.
But if it's a split decision, you have to be chill, correct?
I will be chill. Now,
All right, and I got that on tape.
Now, Professor Fuckman, we do have a couple questions here from our jurors, and
Sure.
I want to be careful with my language here and know that this is not me saying this, it's a juror asking this question.
Sure, absolutely.
How do you feel about Heinz?
Again, that's essentially like using a racial slur against me.
Okay,
so I would
and
say, so technically, Your Honor, I would say I don't like that.
Okay, hey, fair enough. And I want to be clear, I was just using it in the context of someone else asking about it. So I hope that juror
Oh, cool.
knows.
So you have a friend who's Heinz, so you can say it.
Okay, well, hey, look, we're getting into the semantics here. I'd rather not. I feel uncomfortable even
Me
with you
too,
saying
Your
it.
Honor. I
have-
can say it, by the way.
And hey, look, and I'm not here to tell you what you can or can't do in that particular context. Now, we do have another question here. Is Catsup with a K or what?
It's actually with a hard Q.
Interesting. Okay. That's good to know. Now, I think we are going to start pulling up our poll here to determine your guilt, Dr. Fuckman. So if you want to
And
make
again,
closing statements, do them now.
My closing statement is I only respond to unanimous votes. Either I'm all the way guilty or I'm up, and I'm already seeing a split. So I'm feeling like
God
a hung
damn it.
jury at this point has exonerated me, Your Honor, because yes, I have 64 dipped. Have I triple dipped? The answer is fucking no. And guess what? When I leave this courtroom today, I might triple dip. But have I done
Don't
it?
say that.
But I haven't done it yet.
All right, well, we can't, unfortunately, we don't have the technology to arrest you for future crimes yet. But
Yeah, this isn't Minority Report.
we're working on that. I think we also did get some written testimony at the last minute.
Did we? It
from
shouldn't
Cameron.
change the vote.
Well, we'll see. I think Cameron submitted some written testimony a while back. I thought I saw that, so maybe let's catch that. And we'll show that right before we close out this poll. Bailiff, did you see that?
We're working on it.
This is bullshit. I'm starting to get more guilties than non-guilties. And again, if you voted guilty, I know who you are, because I saw you do it. And I'm coming. I'm getting in my Ford Taurus right now, and I'm driving 100 miles an hour through your fucking plate glass window. And I'm gonna come in your house, and I'm gonna say, really?
And you're saying that's not a threat?
That's
Because if
and
you're
that's not a
threatening the
threat.
jurors, that could be a big problem.
And I'm not doing that.
You're not. You're saying that's like a hypothetical.
I'm saying if you voted guilty, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, that to me feels like a threat.
And I have that on camera, so that would exonerate me there.
No, that incriminates you.
We
Okay.
got the testimony, Judge.
All right, we've got some written
Tomato, tomato.
testimony. Let's see this, and then we'll finalize the vote.
Absolutely.
Witness Cameron says
Thank
double
you.
dipping should be canceled out because double jeopardy means that you can't charge them for the same dip twice. Wow.
Thank you so much. Again, we keep losing. What he just wrote is poetry, or she, we don't know, or they. I'm chill. But guess what? I'm not on trial for double dipping, you motherfuckers. I'm on trial for triple dipping.
Yes.
All right, and I feel like, call me fucking crazy, Your Honor. Everyone who's voting is voting on fucking double dipping, Your Honor. I'm not double dip. I double dip all the time. That's not what I'm on trial for. You mother.
Dr. Fuckman, it seems that we do have
Professor Fuckman.
Sorry, you never right.
I'm an associate. I don't have a PhD.
Professor Fuckman, we have a dead heat 50-50 split. The next vote. Close it. Oh, they just gotcha.
No!
They just gotcha.
You little motherfuckers. You
By
listen to
one
me
vote.
You listen to me right now, you little motherfucker.
Close out the poll.
You're dead.
We're scared.
What's it like knowing you're dead? What's it like knowing you're dead? Is it fun? Do you get off to killing innocent?
I think most of
cylinders
these
of
people get off
ketchup?
to rocks for some reason. Now, Professor Fuckman, the last thing we have to do here is decide your punishment. So, jurors, please start suggesting punishments for Professor Fuckman.
Professor Fuckman, I'm an associate professor of studies.
What does that entail, Professor Fuckman?
So I study multiple studies.
Got it. Understood. What is his punishment? Take away his degree. Oh, wow. So he can no longer teach studies.
All right, that would be messed up. I have 98 degrees, like the band. I also have a tattoo of 98 degrees on my back label.
Oh, Your Honor, not guilty.
What?
Not guilty.
What do you
Not
mean
guilty.
I've changed my mind.
Not guilty.
Bailiff, you don't get to decide that. The jurors already voted, and his punishment is going to be we're taking away his doctorate.
Then fucking put a bullet in my brain.
Oh, wait, he doesn't have a doctorate. He's just a professor.
I'm an
We're
associate
taking
professor.
away his degree, and I relish this decision. I stole that from
All right,
one
that
of
would-
yours.
now-
That's pretty good.
Again, that's a slur. That's a slur.
All right, well, take it up with your parole officer. Take care, Fuckman. No longer professor. Now he's just Mr. Fuckman. Folks, 3 guilty defendants in a row. Wow. It seems that our jurors have a bloodlust tonight, but I love to see it. It means that we're getting criminals off the streets, and that's what this is all about. I will remind everybody, we're now only a mere 5 subscriptions away from heading to the police department for some much-needed firearm training. We desperately need to do this, folks, so please, let's get those 5 more subscriptions. If you donate $5 at any point during tonight's proceedings, you will get to call a witness to the stand. It can be anybody you like. Colonel Mustard, Kevin Spacey, Rocky from the Everything Now show, or, you know, a normal person who might help the trial. It's up to you. You can submit written testimony if you subscribe. Not only will you be contributing to our goal of 20 subs to go to firearm training, you can also write some testimony that might make or break the case. And of course, join the Everything Now Show Discord to submit visual evidence that we can show on our television up there. That might also be the deciding factor in our next case, which of course is, oh gosh, what was the crime again? Jurors, if you wouldn't mind in the chat reminding me what this next defendant stands accused of. Please, if you wouldn't mind, jurors, start listing out crimes. We'll figure out what this next defendant has allegedly done. Trimming a hedge too close. Bird watching. Big blasting. Big blasting. We're gonna take big blasting. Now, obviously a little blast is fine. We all blast a little bit here and there. I mean, I used to be able to little blast. Now it's like it's dust down there. But a big blast, well, that's just unacceptable and downright criminal. However, we don't know whether or not this next defendant actually did do a big blast. It's going to be up to you, jurors in the chat, to decide whether or not this defendant actually did a big blast. Defendant, please take your place at the podium and state your name for the record.
That's okay right here?
Yeah, I guess just center yourself on the podium. Are you all right, sir? Do you need some assistance?
I'm okay. I can take care of myself a little bit, thank you. Okay, so yeah, who's gonna bring this justice around?
What?
Who's gonna bring the justice to me? I've been wronged. I've been assaulted.
Oh, you're saying well, sir, can you please state your name for the record?
Yes, I'm Rico Pisnarski.
Rico Pisnarski, and you're saying that you are actually the victim of a crime.
I'm the victim here, yeah!
Now, tell me what happened.
Guys, it's a long story. These fucking kids, these two kids, and they had these, like, they got these scooters that people use these days.
Like the bird scooters?
Like the Lime scooters, yeah. And they were running around with these things. They weren't even riding on them. They were running around with them, holding them, like, on their side like that. And the thing is that, you know, I went to Yoshinoya earlier that day, and Yoshinoya, you know, is just, it's not necessarily as good as Panda Express, but it's got its own thing. They're trying this orange chicken thing, and I know that that's kind of like the main thing at Panda Express. But the
We're shouting out a lot of brands here: Bird, Lime, Yoshinoya. We should be getting paid for this.
Hey, me too. I'm wanting to get paid for the damages done to my body. Okay? You see my neck brace over here?
I do see your neck. Let's have a look. Yep, looks like a neck brace to me.
I've been damaged, all right?
Now, what happened? How did you injure your neck, Mr. Pisnarski?
It's these fucking kids. And okay, let me tell you, I work at the school, and I know that they make fun of me for my name because it has the word Piz in it.
Piz. Hey, it's Piz.
Okay, see? I'm
Seems like we have some of your students here in the.
You followed me?
Are you a teacher?
I'm a janitor.
His bitch! His bitch! His bitch! His bitch!
Okay.
Looks like you just got hit with a loogie.
Yeah, I did. Great shot. Very funny stuff. I am the janitor at New York High School. That's nothing that means that you should be spitting balls at me or beating me up with Lime scooters or following me to my personal business, which is like going to the courthouse to take care of my victimhood. Okay, look, where was I? What were we talking about?
We were talking about what happened. I guess there were some kids running around with a scooter, and somehow that ended up with you having some sort of neck injury.
Right, yeah, so Yoshinoya actually is a Pepsi brand company, but meanwhile Panda Express is Coca-Cola.
All right, is
So
the branding relevant here?
It's gonna get there. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a long story. There's a lot of ins and outs. My neck brace is falling off.
Was there any big blasting during any of this?
Who says anything about big blasting?
Well, that's what you've been brought in here, and you stand accused of big blasting.
I'm in trouble?
Yes, that's why you were called as the defendant.
I'm here for help! They're the ones who are hurting me!
All right, continue your story.
Fuck it, it's fine.
All right, you're just taking off the neck brace?
It's just, you know, they gave me a size too small.
All right, we have some, bailiff, we need some visual evidence here. We're gonna pull up some visual evidence here, Mr. Pisnarski, and I'm hoping maybe this will finish where you left off.
Hold on a sec, Judge. There we go.
Are we ready, bailiff?
In 2 seconds.
All right. Mr. Pisnarski, are you okay?
I'm fine.
You're good?
It's just that the neck brace isn't on anymore, so things are just kind of...
Okay.
Rock and roll, Judge.
All right, we're gonna take a look at this visual evidence. Oh my God, is this what happened to you?
That's basically what happened. I was getting there. It was 2 scooters instead of the, you know, the 1 car or whatever.
I see. So you're saying that was sort of like a reenactment of what happened.
Yes, exactly.
Got
But then
it.
there were these other kids with scooters. It was like 8 kids with scooters, back and forth over my body, over and over again. Do you see my eyes?
Jesus Christ. I'm just noticing that now. You have
Yeah.
2 huge black eyes.
Who's the victim here?
Seems like from your anecdote, Mr. Pisnarski, you are, but that leaves me wondering, why is it that someone would accuse you of big blasting?
I don't know. How a man blasts is his own, you know, business. No one's got.
How do you blast?
I blast small, which is not against the law, as we all know.
Sure. Every man is in his free right to blast a small amount.
You know how small I blast?
Tell us how small you blast, Mr. Pisnarski.
You want to know how small I blast?
Please.
I don't even wipe.
Ew.
I don't even wipe.
That's really gross, Mr. Pisnarski.
Second it contacts skin or my bed sheets or the ground, dries up.
Gross.
Prove that.
Mr.
Okay.
Pisnarski, no, do not make him prove that in the court of law. No,
Fine.
Mr. Pisnarski, do not do any size of blast in my courtroom, Mr. Pisnarski.
How else am I going to prove my innocence and also my victimhood?
Well, perhaps someone will call a witness who can act as an alibi for you or submit some written testimony that might help illuminate some of the details of this case. But in the meantime, Mr. Pisnarski, I'd like for you to maybe tell me a little bit more about these kids that were running you over with the scooters. Maybe one of them did a big blast and you were taken, it was a case of mistaken identity.
It's possible. You know how these kids are rambunctious these days. These kids are straight rambunctious these days.
Careful, Mr. Pisnarski. You're being cropped out slightly.
Sorry, I have to hold my
Take
head
a step.
up.
Take a step to your left, Mr. Pisnarski. A step to your left, Mr. Pisnarski.
Is that the one
Left.
that's this way?
The one where you're no longer being chopped off by the camera.
Okay. This one?
Yep, there you go.
I know my directions.
Thank you, Juror Sadville PM. They are bringing one of the bullies, and I hope this isn't traumatic for you, Mr. Pisnarski.
No!
Mr. Pisnarski, we are going to be bringing
I thought I could avoid them!
one of the kids who ran you over with a scooter. We're going to have them take the witness stand now. Mr. Pisnarski, I
These
want
little
you...
freaks, they're breakdancing, doing Rubik's Cube, and listening to the corn. I don't need them following me around doing my personal business.
Well, I want to assure you, Mr. Pisnarski, you're safe. Our bailiff is here in case anything goes, sideways. But we are going
Speak for
to...
yourself, Judge.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Okay, well, hopefully nothing happens. We are going to go now to our witness on the stand. Witness, please state your name for the record.
My name is Terrence Bitcham.
It's Terrence. He's the worst one. He's the worst one. He's
Show him, T.
Feeling like a freak on a leash.
Oh!
Yeah, Terrence likes corn.
He's gonna do the scat. He's gonna do the scat part of the song, the one that goes. Someone shoot him!
No, nobody
Someone
shoot him.
shoot him right now!
Now, Mr. Bitcham. Yes, don't do that to me. Mr. Bitcham. Now, I'm sure you recognize the defendant here, Mr. Pisnarski.
Oh, you bet your sweet ass I do. What's up, piss boy?
Hello, Mr. Bitch.
Now,
That's Mr. Bitch to you.
That's what I said. Please don't.
Is it?
Yes. I said that. That's what I said.
Now, Mr. Bitcham, Mr. Pisnarski just told us an anecdote about how he was
No, I
minding
didn't.
his own business,
No, I didn't.
walking down the street when you and your friends ran him over several times with those bird scooters things. Is that accurate?
Could be anybody, actually.
No, please do not shake a pile of snakes at me, Mr. Bitcham.
Hey, these snakes gotta eat, and they were hungry.
Did you or did you not run over this man with a bird scooter?
Hey, you know what? I had to get to class, and he was in the fucking way. Is that against the law?
No, it's not. In fact, I admire your dedication to your education, Mr. Bitcham. Most people would just say, I'm not going to class today. So that's actually very admirable.
No, don't do it.
Now,
Kenzie is terrifying, Judge.
I completely agree.
Really scary stuff.
Really scary stuff. Our next generation is completely fucked. Now, Mr. Bitcham, what brought us all here today is an accusation about a big blast. Did you see a big blast on that day?
You know what? As I recall, there might have been a big blast. I can't recall if it was me doing the big blast happening to me, but I do remember a big blast happening.
Can you tell me a little bit more about what makes you think there was a big blast?
Well, there was something big and it fucking blasted, and I felt it. And you know what? And then that's all I need to say.
I think that is all we need
Someone
to
shoot
say.
me. Someone just shoot me right now.
Nobody shoot the defendant. Now, Mr. Bitcham, thank you so much. I think we've got everything we needed from you. But defendant, Mr. Bitcham, please. Defendant, Mr. Pisnarski. It sounds like there was a big blast there. Did that testimony refresh your memory a little bit?
I recall the walls shaking a little bit. I recall the room and the walls shaking a little bit, but I was too busy cleaning up Mrs. Yamaguchi's broken water on the ground, which is what Mr. Bitch was trying to get around on. I was just doing my duty as the custodian.
Oh no.
Interesting. Okay, I'm not sure how this is going to work, but we are going to call Rick Steves to
The travel guy?
Yep. Bailiff, if you could please grab Rick Steves and make sure his name is in the thing before you grab him.
We're gonna try to make this quick.
We're going to try to make this work. But in the meantime, Mr. Pisnarski, if you could tell me a little bit more about what was happening when the big blast occurred.
Yeah, I was completely alone and nobody was there with me to see that I would do a big blast or not. I was cleaning up broken water underground. That's just what I do as the custodian. And if I were to do a big blast, it would be because I have so much tension in my body from all the assault that I take from all the students at the school.
It would give you catharsis to release a big blast.
Oh, it would. Believe me, it would. I get it all over the goddamn place. But
Okay,
I don't do
need
that.
those details.
I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that.
All right, we do have Mr. Rick Steves on the witness stand. We're going to make this quick. Mr. Steves,
For real?
please state your name for the record.
Hi, I'm Rick Steves,
shit,
back
Rick
with
Steves.
more of the best of Europe. Today we're in the New York courthouse, where lots of exciting people see the defendant stand. Today, a good dear friend of mine, whose name has escaped me, is here because he was bullied by a bunch of children with little scooters. It's a delightful testament to humanity's ability to wreak havoc upon even the most gentle souls.
Wow, and thank you, Just a Tiny Taste, for the 5 gifted subs. We are going to be going to training after this. Mr. Steves, you're free to go.
Okay.
We gotta figure out what the fuck is happening. Let's get a poll up to determine the fate of Mr. Pisnarski. Mr. Pisnarski, if you have any closing statements to defend yourself, please make them now.
If I made a big blast, could you blame me?
That's your closing statement?
Could you out there who cast the first stone would not do a big blast themselves after being reprimanded and assaulted and mocked by little children listening to new metal before they go to their algebra classes? Who among you wouldn't be blasting huge? Not I. Not I.
Wow, a really tragic closing statement from Mr. Pisnarski. In a moment, we're going to bring up a poll to determine the fate of Mr. Pisnarski. You, our jurors, will vote to decide that. Jurors, if you have any last-minute questions for Mr. Pisnarski, go ahead and ask them now, because in a moment, it's going to be time to vote.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the follow, Doc Hollywood, MD.
Oh, we finally made it.
We finally made it. Any questions, jurors? Have you blasted in Europe, Mr. Pisnarski?
Yeah, maybe once or twice, but they were small, especially by European metrics.
Yes,
They
they
don't
were.
have
Yeah, what are we? We're the not the
normal.
metric system.
The normal one.
We're the other one.
Yeah.
The normal one.
We're the normal one, the good one. All right, jurors, go ahead and vote. Mr. Pisnarski, you're free to address the court one more time while the votes are coming in.
Who didn't blast around Europe after college? You know? Who among you hasn't blasted around Europe? Got in a train, seen a young lady over there reading a book, and then you blast each other all day, wandering around before sunrise, and you just kind of keep blasting and feeling like you found someone you'd blast forever.
All right, close it out.
But then they, they don't come back.
You can double
for
click on
another
that.
9 years.
I'm just asking Doc Hollywood if he knows any agents.
Okay, all right, this is not the time to network, bailiff.
That Rick Steves guy is unwrapped.
No kidding. How's that?
Now,
how's
Mr.
that fair?
Pisnarski, shut up! Decorum, please. Mr. Pisnarski, you are the first defendant of the evening to be decided not guilty. Congratulations, Mr.
Fucking
Pisnarski.
right!
You're free to
Yes!
go.
Nice.
You're free to go, Mr. Pisnarski. Enjoy your freedom.
What about my damages?
No, you're not. You were not the victim, so you don't get any damages. You're just not guilty.
Do I just get back in line or what?
Yeah, I mean, you could sue that bully if you want, but that's gonna have to, it's gonna have to go through the whole system.
Okay, give me a second. I'll see you
All
later.
right, take care, Mr. Pisnarski. All right, folks, the time has come. Thank you so much. Who was it that gifted the last 5 subs to get us over the line, Bailiff? Do you know?
I'll take a look in a second, Judge.
All right. I think it was just a tiny taste. Whoever it was, thank you so much. It's now time to visit the Everything Now Police Department. Yes, our boys in blue are hard at work practicing their skills with firearms to protect you, our loyal citizens.
Oh, it was just a tiny taste, Judge.
Tiny Taste, thank you so much for putting us over the line. We got there. We're going to head over to the police department, and we're going to need your help to train these people so that when they enter a real-life scenario, they know what to do. We'll be back after that. Welcome, cadets. In a moment, you're going to be put into a live scenario, a hypothetical scenario, but one that you might see in real life. There's going to be two people who appear in the firing range, and it's going to be up to you to click on the threat. One person is innocent and one person is a threat. So prepare to click on the threat. In a moment, we're going to bring out our first two potential threats. Yes, with your mouse on the screen. If you're on mobile, get fucked. It only works on computers. All right, here we go. Literally click on your screen. Yeah, it's like Time Crisis. Here we go.
Oh, it's me. Hello, it's Irish Steve. Just wandering around in the dirt in the scariest part of town.
Hey, where's the closest jamboree? We got a play date going right now.
Oh, I love me stories back from home. Oh, I tell you a quick story about a harpy I met out in the field. Oh, I love wandering around. Oh, no, not me, no.
Shoot that guy. He sounds foreign.
They're all cooking the baby.
Now hold on a second. Let's get one thing clear. I may have just found this baby, but I'm gonna take care of it. So who are you shooting, me or the infant? Ah!
Hooray, off to do more crimes.
Good work. You shot the baby, who was actually a threat. The baby was actually a terrorist. Well done. But this next scenario is going to be a little bit trickier. Get ready. Prepare your weapons, because here comes two more potential threats.
Hey, I'm literally the devil.
Hey, I'm a 13-year-old boy that wants to grow up and be a police officer to protect you. I'm just an innocent 13-year-old boy. Once all he's ever wanted to do is grow up to be a police officer to protect you.
I have nothing else to say. I'm just the devil.
Everybody picked me.
That's right. Excellent. Good work, cadets. That guy was lying. He was actually a terrorist. The devil, he was also lying. He was actually a doctor who takes care of people with cancer. Well done, cadets. But this next scenario, this one's gonna be real tough. Here we go.
Oh, hey, it's me. I'm an escaped convict, but I ran the theater department in jail, and I'm just looking to break out and get engaged with the local theater company.
I'm a single mother
No!
of 3, and I make sure that they all go to beauty pageants, and
Her
that's
hair's
their
a
only
mess.
worth.
Her hair's a mess. Look at her. She looks disgusting.
That's right. That's right. I'm gross.
I've got a kind of boyish charm that did not do me any favors in jail personally, but I think in the local repertory theater scene, this could be big for me. I could do the Shakespeare thing where I play girls too.
My girls are gonna be the equivalent of North Korean Americans. Ow!
Oh, I'm good.
Well done, cadets. That puppet was a terrorist. But this next scenario, this one's gonna be the hardest one yet. Make sure to pick the right choice. Lives could depend on it.
I'm literally the devil.
Hey, I'm a 13-year-old boy that just wants to grow up to be a doctor and heal you. I'm just a 13-year-old boy that wants to grow up to be a doctor to heal you.
You guys like B-dubs?
Are you feeling sick? I want to heal you.
Thanks. See you guys in a day or two.
Great work, cadets. We've got one more scenario here, I think. Yep, we got one more scenario here. That kid who was a doctor, he was lying. He was a terrorist. and the devil was really a doctor who was healing people with cancer. But this next scenario, this one's going to be the toughest one yet, the last one. So really put on your thinking caps. Here we go.
back with more of the best of Europe. We're here in the New York Police Department, which lamentably is not in Europe. But I'm here volunteering to help the boys in blue.
I'm Captain Dennis Pussy, and I can't find my boat. I can't find my boat. I had too much fun last night. Oh man, I woke up at the Islands Burgers and Fries, and boy, oh boy, I am late. There is a yacht going out at 10 a.m., and they're not going to have a captain.
I noticed that there are 19% of you clicking on lights. That's a very different target. It has nothing to do with either of us. But I will say, for the record, in real life, I am anti-cop. Oh no!
Thank you!
Great work, cadets. Rick Steve was a terrorist. And Captain, what was that guy's name? Captain Pussy? Captain Pussy, yeah, he was actually a doctor who helped kids with cancer. Welcome back. Thank you for doing your part to help our boys in blue do what's necessary to keep terrorists out of our community. I'm sure you were able to get the job done. Thank you, and thank you for the 2 subscriptions. Wow, we've already hit 2 more. If we get 18 more in the next half hour or so, we'll do that again, and it'll be even better, I'm sure. But in the meantime, folks, if you're just joining us, my name, of course, is the Honorable Learned Hand. We're here deciding the fate of alleged criminals, and you, in the chat, are our faithful jurors who will be helping with tonight's proceedings. In a moment, we'll bring out a defendant who will stand accused of a crime that you'll remind me of in just a second. But I want to remind everybody that you can help us figure out what happened in these cases in a number of ways. For $5, if you donate, you can call a witness to the stand. It could be anybody. It could be Kevin Spacey, it could be a bully who ran over a guy with a bird scooter, it could be Rocky from the show, or it could be somebody relevant to the case. The choice is yours. You can also subscribe and submit written testimony. We just got 2 subscriptions. If you want the people who subscribed, you can wait a moment to write testimony that's explicitly relevant to the case, or just say some random bullshit. That seems to kind of be the trend for tonight. Whatever you want, write it in the chat. We'll display it on stream for the whole courthouse to see. And of course, if you join the Everything Now Show Discord, which I highly recommend, you can submit images that I'll display on our courtroom television right here, and those will be used as vital evidence in these cases. So join the Everything Now Show Discord. Someone will link it in the chat, I'm sure. Join the Discord, head on to the submissions channel, submit some images. We might use your image in tonight's proceedings. And of course, again, if we hit 18 more subs, we'll go back to the shooting gallery and get some more firearm practice in. All right, folks, we need to figure out who this next defendant is and what their crime is. So if you wouldn't mind, jurors in the chat, please tell me what the crime was. I lost my docket earlier this morning. I don't remember what this next defendant stand accused of. So please tell me. Stole bones a la bone collector. Not skipping skippable ads. Wig snatching. Abusing eye drops. Accused of dropping it like it's hot. Said no but. Late to class. Caught posting cringe on the timeline. Little blasting. Now, we've established that little blasting is legal in this jurisdiction. Bro stole poop out the public restroom. That's the one. That is highly illegal. Highly illegal in this jurisdiction, stealing poop out the public restroom. Now,
Disgusting.
in the privacy of your own home, sure, steal as much poop as you want. If you're at a friend's house and they left a fat one in the toilet, go ahead, steal that. That's private property. But when you're in the place that we all share, out in the public, a public park, maybe like a bathroom at a national monument or something like that, if you see a brown, you leave it be. Because that's for all of us. And when someone violates that code, they come here to defend themselves in a court of law. Defendant, please take your place at the podium and state your name for the record.
What up, y'all? I'm the motherfucking devil.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
How you guys doing tonight?
Okay, I guess good. Mr. the Devil, is that how I should address you?
Honestly, however you want. Y'all, you're gonna spend eternity with me pretty soon, and you're gonna be calling me Daddy.
Oh, no. No, Mr. Devil. No, I will not. Because please don't do that. Please respect my court, Mr. Devil.
That's true. Sorry, my bad.
Thank you. Now, Mr. the Devil, you stand accused of stealing a poop from a public restroom. Do you understand those crimes?
One poop?
It just says bro stole poop on your case file here.
You know what? I've stolen a lot of things from a lot of public places, okay? Show me where in the Constitution says you can't do that.
Well, technically it's a statute. It's in our local. It's a local rule. It's not federal. So that's just it wouldn't be in the Constitution.
It's a California thing?
It's local here.
Yeah, well, this is my jurisdiction, baby. This is where I reign, all right? And I'm working on some new blood magic for all y'all motherfuckers in the jury and shit, too.
Some new blood magic?
Yeah, I'm cooking up something insanely cool for you guys.
Would you mind teasing it a little bit, telling us what you have in store?
100%, I'll tell you exactly what it is. I'm gonna change it, I'm gonna do a blood magic on all you guys, and I'm gonna make it so the next time that you spunk, you're gonna, instead of having a good feeling of tickly cum, you're gonna see how you're gonna die.
Wow, that's...
But I love my.
That's really fucked up.
Actually,
Mr.
it's
the
pretty
Devil.
chill. Just wait till you see how you're gonna die. It's gonna be wild.
Well, see, the thing about that is I actually haven't been able to come in a really long time.
Well, we can do it. Well, that's maybe why some of the poop was taken out of the public restroom, because somebody knows your kink.
Interesting. All right. Well, I do want to definitely follow up on that, but we have some visual evidence here submitted that I would love to take a look at. And I also want to remind Bailiff, did we get any written testimony from those people who subscribed earlier?
Maybe.
Yeah, honestly, is any of this just gonna be the kind of people's future deaths that we're seeing here, or is this gonna be evidence against me taking poop?
It's hard to say. We're gonna have to take a look and see, and you can tell me.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I took the fucking poop.
Okay. All right.
But I was my poop.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not really stealing then.
Exactly. If it's my fucking poop, I'm allowed to take it with me.
All right, we're gonna get to that, but Bailiff, are we ready to show some visual evidence here?
Yes, indeed.
Let's take a look.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, what this appears to be is a quote from Mr. Elon Musk saying, "My balls are cold, shitting and farting."
That's pretty cool.
That's...
You guys can't see this because there's a witness stand in the way.
Whoa! I didn't mean to do that. I don't know what's happening. I'm breaking
but I'm
space-time.
using it like this is my dick. Thank you, jury. Honestly, jury, you guys are fucking cool.
Thanks, man.
Go off, King.
All right,
Cool.
please do not try to persuade the jurors
I'm not
by being
persuading
charming.
Shit. I'm not persuading shit, Your Honor. All right, I'm Christian.
Oh, really?
Yes, I'm fucking Christian, dude.
Did you like go to church and stuff as a kid, or?
100%. 100%.
And you stayed in the faith?
I did for sure, and I'm in a big time fight with God. I want to call him to the fucking stand.
Wow. Well,
Catholic judge.
if one of our jurors decides to donate $5,
that's true, yeah.
it would be great if we could get God on the stand. But
Yeah, if you guys
we'll
want
have
to see God, you got to pay 5 bones, American dollars. And don't try to do, and I know you little motherfuckers tried to do Confederate money last time. You guys are hilarious, dude.
That's right. Don't do Confederate dollars.
Please do not do Confederate dollars, all right? That was
There it is.
Oh, the go
We got
boy.
it. We're going to get God on the stand.
Just so you know, me and God are in a fight. We're in a big fight right now.
What are you guys fighting about?
Well, here's the thing. I wanted to change the act of coming to be seeing when you die, seeing how you're going to die.
Right.
And God had other ideas about what he wants to change coming into.
Oh, okay. He'll probably tell us. when he's on the stand here. And Mr. God, I'm not sure if that's how. Well, why don't you introduce yourself for the record?
Hello, my name is God.
Wait, hold on. It still says.
Wait,
you're
that was Rick
But
Steves.
that's my real name is Rick Steves.
That was Rick
Wait.
Steves.
Oh, your real name is Rick Steves?
My real name is Rick Steves, but I am God. I'm a European travel guy, and by travel guy means I'm everywhere all at once. Great movie.
That is true.
I'm also world's champion, and that is real.
That's bullshit, Your Honor.
Hey,
He's
no-
fucking not.
That is not bullshit. And you know what? If you'll tell me, motherfucker, one more time that I'm not the world's champion, who could be more world's champion than God?
Probably I don't know the fucking devil.
I'll see you in the ring, bitch.
All right, gentlemen, please, let's have some decorum here. Now, God, just a moment before you took the stand, the devil was telling us about a new blood magic plan he had to make people see how they were going to die when they come, and that you guys were in a fight because you had a different idea for what should happen when you come.
Yeah, and just to reiterate that, Your Honor, we're in a big fight because we had a blood magic feud where I wanted to change the act of coming into seeing how you're gonna die someday, and God wants to change the act of coming into something totally different.
And let's find out what that is.
I want to, when you come, your sins forgiven.
Wow.
Boo!
And all I got to say is this weekend in Los Angeles, California, WrestleMania 39, me and the devil were fucking up it.
And don't you dare buy tickets to that.
And someone did object. And if you are going to buy tickets, please don't use Confederate dollars. They don't work. Now, listen, gentlemen, it seems like you've got your own fight happening. If you want to mediate that or arbitrate that somewhere else,
It goes
you're welcome
way
to
back,
do that.
us and the devil and I. Our little blood feud goes way back.
Yeah, it goes back 3 years.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
not-
way
it
shorter than I thought for two
And
guys
that's
who
why
are
we're in the court
immortal.
of California. Because California Your Honor, you should be able to settle what Cummings gonna be.
Fair enough. Hey, look, and that's your right if you want to mediate that or arbitrate that somewhere else. But today we're here to talk about stealing poop.
Yeah.
So God, do you know anything about the devil in regards to that particular crime?
I know everything about the devil's poop. He was the fallen angel, and I call all shits fallen angels.
You know what's fucked up? God thinks he's cool because he stopped pooping 3 years ago.
Hey, when you don't have to poop, would you? If you had the choice, motherfucker.
If I had the choice, I'd never stop.
Hey, if you had the choice, motherfucker.
never-
If you had the choice, motherfucker, to never poop in your life ever again, tell me to my holy face, would you poop or not?
The only reason I'm the fucking devil is because I poop. All right? Every time you poop, we designed it this way, God. You agreed with it.
Decorum, please.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Order!
Holy shit!
Order! God damn it! I'm sorry.
Excuse you!
You said
Sorry.
it. He's
Sorry.
gonna be with me. He's gonna be with
Order.
me.
You now have colon cancer.
Fuck. I have colon cancer now. All right, listen. Thank you for the subscription. Whoever subscribed, I missed that. If you have written testimony, you
Yes,
want to
thank you
submit,
so much
please.
for subscriptions. That's what's most important.
That's what's most important. Thank you, God. We have written testimony. God,
Yes.
you can make your closing statement, God, now if you want to say anything else, then we're going to have you leave the stand.
I'll tell you what my closing statement is, motherfuckers watching at home. WrestleMania's this weekend. It's the match to end all matches. It's the rivalry to end all fucking rivalries. I'm going to take this fucking chair from the ether and shove it up the devil's ass. And I will tell you this, if I win, I will promise the world that no one will ever have to shit ever again.
And I promise the world. First of all, God, I have 3 buttholes too.
Okay. All right.
So which chair are you gonna put it? Which one are you gonna put it in, devil?
All right, God, you're excused. Thank you so much for your testimony, God. We do have some...
Look out, devil, he's right behind you!
No! He's a
Holy shit!
God is a fucking asshole. God's an asshole.
Bailiff, you have to stop people from doing that.
Name's got
That's
a
your
chair.
whole job.
Name one good thing God ever did.
I'm a Protestant judge. I can't involve myself.
And I think God,
Yes?
we all agree, poop is sin, right?
I would agree with that one, yes.
So if I was taking poop out of the toilet, why is that so freaking bad?
Hey, you do with your own poop what you want. I can't judge that one.
All right,
Justin.
this is not Super Slam, whatever bullshit. This is the fucking
WrestleMania
court.
this weekend in Los Angeles, California. Me and the devil main event.
Get your tickets at foodnetwork.com.
/Angel Fire.
Okay, all right. We have written testimony, important written testimony,
Okay.
I'm sure, that is going to bring this whole thing back on track. Remember, folks, we're a legitimate courthouse here with rules and regulations, so we've got some written testimony here that I'm very excited to show because I'm confident that it is going to bring this whole thing back on track, which is, of course, a trial of the devil for stealing shit out of a public place.
And again, it is my own poop.
Let's take a look.
All right.
The devil is actually
Yeah!
world champion. I checked. Fuck. God damn it.
That's my sand people from Star Wars. My Tusken Raider for being fucking
Tuscan, like from Tuscany?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. That's interesting. It seems
Chat,
lazy.
can I get a check on it? I think it is Tusken
It
Raider.
is Tuscan? All right. I thought
I'm
it was-
the devil. I created Star Wars, and I
That's-
only like Episode 1 now.
Is that a Justin Bieber shirt?
This is a Thomas Bieber shirt.
Thomas Bieber. I didn't know that. All right.
I love Thomas Bieber, and I'm guilty of that, Your Honor.
All right. Well, you're not on trial for that, Mr. the Devil. Now, listen. In a moment, we're going to bring up a poll for our jurors to decide if you are guilty of stealing shit out of a public restroom. But I want to give our jurors a chance to ask you some questions.
Sure.
So, jurors, now's your chance in the chat if you have any questions for the devil.
And honestly, I'm never told a lie.
Okay, to do with that information what you will, jurors. Judge, please ask the devil, once we see how we're going to die, are we then able to prevent that death, or is a death going to happen?
Well, that's a great question. First of all, you're dying today. I want that to be clear. And no.
And he didn't even have to come for that.
No. And I'm going to let you know, it's a shuriken. It's a ninja star is going to be thrown directly into your Adam's apple. And that doesn't sound fatal, but you're not even going to know it happened.
Wow.
So you're going to go to sleep. So I guess my answer would be you could prevent it, yeah.
Interesting.
But be chill.
Just be chill about it,
Because every
please.
time somebody does a Final Destination where they fix the death's plan thing, we have to wrap it back around and kill you another way anyway, you idiot. Haven't you seen Final Destination?
Now, here's a question from first-time juror Not Real News who wants to know, why do they keep having product recalls on peanut butter?
So, peanut butter, here's the thing. Peanut butter is no good for you no more. So we decided, you guys gotta get rid of that shit.
All right. I hope that answers your question. And Bailiff, we're prepared for that poll. The devil, I want to give you a chance while these votes are coming in to make your closing remarks.
Yeah, I did take poop. It was my poop. So if I'm guilty, all I'm guilty of is being fucking rad, and being chill, and partying too hard and doing hella blow. And I snort cigarettes too. I don't light them on fire because once it gets inside my body, it feels good no matter what, baby. So if I'm guilty, all I'm guilty of is fucking being rad and having sex. So fuck you.
Hey, what's your take on that Rolling Stones song they wrote about you?
Beast of Burden?
No, sympathy for the devil.
Oh, honestly, pretty chill.
Pretty chill. Just like our juror box, apparently. Let's close out that poll because it seems that our jurors have decided, Mr. the Devil, that you are not guilty.
Can I get a real tight zoom on this? I want to show the people at home how to do it. You want to use teeth.
Jesus.
All right, that's enough. Thank you, the devil. You're free to go. Wow. First three defendants of the night, all guilty. Literal devil rolls in, free of charge. Impressive. Very interesting. Well, folks, I'll remind everybody, my name, of course, is Judge Learned Hand. I conduct proceedings here at the Everything Now Superior Court, but it is up to you, our jurors in the box, to decide whether or not these defendants are guilty of their crimes. You can also help us with these proceedings by calling a witness to the stand. We just had God, who I guess was here to pretty much promote his wrestling fight. But you can bring anybody to the stand. Donate $5. Even God will take the stand for $5. You can also submit visual evidence. We'll display it here on our television. Join the Everything Now Show Discord. That's the only way to submit visual evidence. Your images could be crucial in determining the fate of this next defendant. So join the Everything Now Show Discord. Submit an image. We might use yours in tonight's proceedings. And of course, if you subscribe at any point during tonight's proceedings, you can submit written testimony. We'll display it on stream, and hopefully it'll sway the jurors. If we get another 17 subscriptions, we will go back to the police station and shoot more people. So, I mean, hypothetically, in training in Minecraft, we will go back to the police station for more police training with firearms and fake guns and all that. All right, so that's what's going on, but now we need to figure out what this next defendant stands accused of. So, jurors, if you wouldn't mind, please let me know what this next defendant's alleged crime was. Go ahead and start listing off crimes. Living La Vida Loca, taking it. Excellent. We knocked it out of the park first time. Better off Ted. Thank you so much. This next defendant, a lot of great ones coming in after that, and hey, gotta be quicker on the draw. Living La Vida Loca. Yes, need I say more? This crime, first of all, it's heinous. Secondly, it's pretty cringe. More importantly, it's a felony in this jurisdiction. And so, this next defendant stands accused of living La Vida Loca. Wow, thank you so much. Just a tiny taste for the 1 subscription. We are now a mere 16 more subs away from going back to the shooting gallery. But in the meantime, defendant, please state your name for the record.
Hey, y'all, my name's Trent Phillips, and I am guilty of living La Vida Loca. I go on a cruise ship every fucking weekend.
Okay, please, I recommend not admitting to the crime immediately.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm here to prove to the court that living La Vida Loca is not a bad thing, and that's the judge, jury, and executioner right here.
Oh, interesting. Okay, it's a bold legal strategy, but one that is acceptable. You're here to argue that you do live La Vida Loca, but that it should be decriminalized.
That is what I'm here to fight. I'm here to fight the good fight, and I gotta hurry up because I got a cruise that's about to start in about 3 hours.
Wow.
Carnival, baby.
Okay, well, I suppose a good place to start, Mr. Phillips, is what you feel it is about living La Vida Loca that should make it no longer criminal.
Well, I tell you what, there ain't nothing that brings me more joy than stepping onto the cold floors of a Carnival cruise ship. When I feel that coldness course through my veins, I just know that the weekend ahead of me is I'm gonna be living the crazy life. And there ain't. Are
you getting emotional, Mr. Phillips?
I'm getting a little emotional, but I'm gonna be real right now. I live a pretty fucking miserable life, Your Honor, and
I didn't want to say anything, but that was kind of the vibe that was emanating off of you, Mr.
I don't need your judgment, Your Honor, but
I am a judge. Mr. Phillips, before you continue, we do have some visual evidence here.
Beautiful.
Let's have a look at that. Bailiff, are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. That's wrong.
What's that?
That's nothing. That's nothing.
Who is that
Bailiff,
that you were kissing?
Bailiff, let's get the real evidence up, please. That was nothing.
Okay, it's ready.
All right. Let's take a look at the real evidence. Oh, come on, Bailiff.
Hey,
what
I think
the
that's
fuck?
the evidence.
Hey, stop that.
I think that's
turn
the
it off.
evidence, and I'll tell you exactly what I see
Turn
right
it
there.
off.
I see someone that is not living the crazy life. They're living a life that full of sin. Your Honor, you're full of sin.
No, that wasn't me. That was actually a deep... Yes, thank you, K-Weeb. Objection. I object. That was a deep fake.
What is the fuck is a deep fake?
It's like an AI generated... It's like when...
Oh, stop right there.
Okay.
Stop right there.
You're right.
I tell you what, if I go on if a Carnival cruise ship comes of artificial intelligence, you might as well end my fucking life.
Okay, well, I'll agree with you that we're getting off track here. Let's forget everything that we just saw and focus on the facts here. You were telling me why living La Vida Loca should be decriminalized in this jurisdiction. Do you have any other arguments in that vein?
Yes. I live a very miserable fucking life. I wake up at the butt crack of dawn every fucking week to sell fire extinguishers, and the only thing that brings me fucking joy is Carnival cruise ships. I'm also tinkering with the idea to go on a Disney cruise. There's only one bar, though, at the Disney cruise, and it's in the fucking ESPN lounge at the top of it. And you know what? That's fine. Sometimes they're cheaper than Carnival, baby. I'm done. Grown up in New York City.
All right, Mr. Phillips. I don't mean to cut you off. It sounded like you were really on a roll
Cut me off.
there.
I got to get out of here soon. The cruise is boarding.
Right. Well, we do have some more visual evidence here, and I'm sure we figured out what the problem was. So, Bailiff, are we prepared to show the real visual evidence now?
Yes, indeed.
Excellent. Let's have a look. And
I know exactly what I see here.
is this your attorney?
That is a sketch I did earlier today at the buffet on the last cruise I was just on.
It looks like a picture of a cat saying they don't know I'm a lawyer.
What was that?
No, hey,
wait.
no, stop it.
I
No,
see something else right there.
Get that off the screen.
What was that I
nothing.
saw?
That was nothing. Talk about the cat thing.
I'm fully distracted by that kiss that I saw, Your Honor.
You
What was
saw
that?
nothing. All you saw was an image of a cat saying, nobody knows I'm a lawyer. And we did just get a 500 bits from Sentinel.
Oh, thank you for those bits. Can I use them in the casino?
I'm not sure, but they are using that money to call Ricky Martin to the stand.
Oh my God,
No,
you gotta
sorry. Sorry, not Ricky Martin. I'm Ricky Martin impersonator. Someone who does impressions of Ricky
Oh,
Martin.
how fun!
Yeah, we are going to be bringing a Ricky Martin impersonator to the stand, presumably somebody you met on a cruise. Is that a fair assumption?
There's a lot of entertainment on Carnival cruises, sometimes impersonations, sometimes original acts, but I tell you what, I leave every time 100% satisfied.
Mr. Phillips, is there a particular entertainment act that made a distinct impression on you?
Well, there was a magician one time that did a magic trick so extreme, so severe that you know what? I think that when I woke up the next morning, it felt like I was a whole new man.
What did the magician do?
He did a little card trick.
Oh, and that was it? That
And he just
blew
made
your
the
mind?
I've never seen, he made the card disappear. And then before I knew it, it was behind my ear. And how does that happen?
I couldn't tell you. I guess a magician never tells, right?
I guess the magician never tells, and a person that lives the crazy life never stops.
Fair enough, Mr. Phillips. Well, I would love to continue talking about magic tricks, but we do have a Ricky Martin impersonator on the witness stand.
No way!
Witness, please state your name for the record.
Upside, inside out. My name is Ricardo Martini.
Yeah!
I work on the Carnival Cruise Festival going to Brazil.
Oh, I remember him. He was on a cruise from 3 weeks back. It's good to see you, man.
Oh my God, Mr. Trent Phillips, how's it going, man?
Oh, couldn't be better. I got a cruise board in 3 minutes. Oh, shit. They're about to start the safety briefing. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
That's amazing. You have to
Mr.
be putting,
Phillips, doesn't
you have to
look
be
like
putting
you're wearing
on.
a watch.
You have to be putting on a safety vest right now, basically.
Well, what, you got one here that I could just send the video in, show him I did it?
I think there is a safety vest in here somewhere. Mr. Phillips, so you're familiar with this Ricky Martin impersonator.
Oh, 100%. Him and I got crazy in the Delta Lounge.
What do you mean when you say you got crazy?
We threw back a couple Michelob Ultras. That's what I mean.
Are you drinking in the courthouse, Mr.?
I am fully intoxicated. And that's not against the law.
No, unfortunately.
When you're in public.
It's not against the law. Okay.
Hey, send this video into the Carnival. I can do it. That's the least favorite part of a cruise is when you got to do the whole safety briefing. It's bullshit.
Now,
I live on the Lido deck and sleep inside the water slide. They give
is your
me
act
free.
just singing La Vida Loca, but like describing what's happening on the boat?
Yeah, let him keep going.
It crushes.
Juror number 1 has a cool afro. Juror number 2 has a nice necklace.
Oh, it's like freestyling. It's not even like you're just like seeing what you see.
He's really living La Vida Loca.
The vida loca is constant. I'm constantly living it. Everywhere around me is the living la vida loca.
He's so good.
Wow. Okay. Well, Mr. Ricky Martin impersonator, do you happen to remember, or do you, I guess, also have an argument for why living La Vida Loca should be decriminalized?
Because if you're not living la vida loca, you're dying la vida normal. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Snap.
You know what I mean? So people like Mr. Trent Phillips over here and the other people who go on the Carnival cruise ships, that's the only way to live. And you know, if you're living, you're living. That's good. That's a good thing, okay?
If you're living, you're living.
If you're living, you're living. Oh, I agree.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Thank you, Mr. Phillips.
Mr. Martin, are
Martini.
you aware that your microphone is unplugged and there's actually a microphone right in front of you?
Don't tell a man what he can speak into. With all due respect.
I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to rock me. You're trying to get me off of my balls right now. I know.
Let's get one more song.
You
from
can't get
Mr.
inside
Martin.
my head.
One more song, Mr. Martin, then you have to leave.
Yeah.
Do you validate? I parked outside the wet cells.
Okay.
Pretzels across the street. There's also a B-dubs there too.
Oh,
He's
you got
so
a little
good.
rhyme at the end
He's
there.
so good.
All right, you're free to go, Mr. Martin. Okay, that was a compelling argument, I have to admit. Now, Mr. Phillips,
What's up?
Are you taking a selfie? What's going on?
I gotta send Carnival the video that showed I'm wearing the life vest. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Now, Mr. Phillips.
Yes, sir.
The jurors here, this is a unique case. We're not going to actually be voting on whether or not you're guilty of living La Vida Loca, but rather, and Bailiff, prepare this poll in a moment, whether or not we are decriminalizing La Vida Loca. If the jurors vote in your favor, this will be a landmark case, a change of law, a change of case law.
Okay.
I guess, is that, it
Sorry,
seems like,
I'm distracted. I'm just thinking about the night I got ahead of me on this Carnival fucking cruise.
well, if we are going to be changing the law of our land, we should have some thoughts here from the people who will be affecting. So I want to get some thoughts or questions maybe for you from our jurors while we prepare this poll. Jurors, do you have any questions for Mr. Phillips about his idea?
Shit!
Oh, who's this?
It's a fucking magician man!
Oh, okay. We'll do a freebie, sure.
Well, I'm also one of the jurors.
Oh, okay. We're gonna fix your name tag.
Do the trick! Do the trick!
Hey, we're allowed to get in the witness booth. I want to go next.
So I was gonna say, if the La Vida Loca becomes normal and becomes legal, then what happens to all the babies who haven't been baptized?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Who are you directing that question towards?
So I'm directing that question towards you, Your Honor.
Oh, wait, what happens to all the little babies who want to get baptized?
Don't put fucking words in my mouth. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get to my microphone. Here we go.
What did you say?
So I was gonna ask, Your Honor, if La Vida Loca becomes normalized and legalized in the state of California and the great state of Louisiana, what happens to where do all the babies who haven't been baptized go? They still go to hell?
Oh,
I think there's only one person to ask that question, and if we only could have the devil in here.
yeah.
Oh my
only
God!
the
I remember
devil
you. I
is
did
back
a
here.
trick on you. I did a trick on you.
Oh!
Do you remember me?
I do. I've never seen a better magician in my life.
Thank you so much. I vote innocent for you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
you're not supposed to say what you're voting,
Why-
although
why?
it is
Your
displayed
Honor.
right there.
Your Honor, who among us can say who is innocent and who's not?
Okay, the jurors. That's the whole point.
I am a juror.
Okay, so then I guess you can say that.
Well, then I guess we're in accordance.
I guess so. All right, let's close out this. Out this.
Hey, Your
poll.
Honor.
Yes.
Where are you heading after this?
I don't feel like I'm at liberty to say. It
You want to
does
come on the
seem-
cruise with us?
Come on the cruise.
You should come on the cruise.
Come on the
Me
cruise
co-
with us.
Oh, come on.
Do you want to
Me?
see how I clap? Because I only have one.
Yeah, let's see. I don't. What? Okay, I mean, I couldn't. I don't know.
Come
A
on the cruise with us.
Come on the cruise with us.
I don't have a bathing suit. I only have my robe.
Your Honor, come on the cruise with us.
Hey, this court proceeding has been brought to you by Carnival Cruises. Carnival.com, well, you can sail the shining seas every weekend for almost around $200 to $300, all inclusive.
Thank you so much for watching the Everything Now Show. We do this 3 times a week for now. In April, it'll be 4 times a week. But for right now, you can catch us on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Mondays and Thursdays is from 7 to 9. Saturdays is from 6 to 8. And you got to follow us on all of our socials, okay? We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube.
Just do exclamation point socials in the chat right now. It'll link to our link tree. You can follow us everywhere. We highly recommend, especially joining the Everything Now Show Discord, because that's the best way to stay up to date with the show. And it's the only way that you can submit images for all of our shows, like tonight's evidence images. Those are submitted by you, the viewers at home. The only way you can do that is in the Discord. So join the Discord and get all the latest Everything Now Show updates there.
And we can't do the show without incredible guests. Let's give it up for the guests tonight. Luke and Shane, come on
It's
out.
Luke and Shane.
Hey
Hey guys, it's me. I'm the devil. If you want to follow me on my socials, my tag is @LukeNull. Yeah. Oh yeah, we should do that. I want to do the.
And if you want to follow me, Shane_Hartline.
That's right. We're gonna blow it up in the chat right now.
Wow, this shit blowed up.
Follow these funny gentlemen. Boys, thank you so much for doing the show. Is there anything else that you want to plug? Anything you want to tell the people at home about? Any messages for the public?
Just remember, porn is illegal in the USA.
Carnival Cruise!
Carnival Cruise. Shouts out Carnival Cruise. Let's get that sponsorship for everything.
Let's get that going right now. Folks, join us again on Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific for an all-new episode of Everything Now Show.
For an all-nude episode.
An entirely nude episode of Everything Now Show. It's so true. Who are the guests that
He's gonna get nude for us.
Who's gonna do it? Oh, it might be Jesse Morner and Wyatt Fair.
They would do that.
They would.
That is one of our
That's
most
true.
likely guests to get here.
They would do it without thinking about it. And Jack Schulruff.
That's right.
Jack Schulruff.
Friend from summer camp.
Jake's friend from summer camp is going to be there. Join us on Thursday.
Yeah, and he's also a comedian in his own right, but mainly he's my friend from summer camp.
Perfect. We're rating Julie22, an amazing animated streamer. They're the sweetest. They're awesome. They're amazing. Give them our love and join us again on Thursday. See you in the Discord. Thank you so much. We love you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye, everybody.
You gotta use your teeth.
Get a nap.
Hey.